Alright guys, welcome back to the beginner series. So I'm going to quickly give you the order that you need to build the towers in your Colossus. So whenever you have these options available to you, you should do it in this order. So starting off with the first one, you do the bridge, then you go into the resource station, the Prism Pillar, the dispatch office, the Lumina Grid, the Starlight Chamber, the workshop, the exploration, and then the simulation room. So now if you want the full explanation, I'm going to go ahead and give that right now. So, beginning with the bridge. You need the bridge because it allows you to unlock other buildings. It increases your max mood. It just does a whole lot for your Colossus progression, and it kind of hides some of that progression behind your bridge level. So, it is an absolute must that you level up your bridge. Then we have the resource station. So, the resource station here is what will dictate your resource raid level. So, you can do higher raid missions so you can get better resources. So this is very important because the efficiency of the resources you're gathering goes up a lot. So you also get faster carriers, which basically increase the speed of your runs. You know, you use more energy, but you also get more resources. So it's just very time efficient to level up the resource station. And following closely by, we got the Prism Pillar, which kind of like most gacha games, it just generates energy over time. So in this case, prisms will generate over time, and then you just get extra energy to play the game. So it's a beautiful thing to build. Obviously, you want to build this. Then the next thing we have is the dispatch office. This will trickle in a lot of additional mats for sending characters down the line. Also, it's very good for prisms as well. Not prisms, sorry, Lumamber. So we have 30 Lumamber here, and then we have some of our ascension materials. We get money. So all sorts of useful stuff. It kind of trickles in over time. So this is good to have, running fairly early on. Then we have the Lumina Grid. So the Lumina Grid, it's very cheap. It generates the fireflies here, which are used to upgrade and build buildings. So whenever you have like extra resources left over and have already upgraded the major buildings we talked about earlier, then you can dump some of that resources into these Lumina Grids here. Then after that, we can move on to the less essential stuff. We got the Starlight Chamber, which will give you this resource, which is good for breakthroughing a Aurorian. So for those who don't know, basically that's just unlocking extra either stats or extra passives to a skill. So it's useful for that, but early on as a beginner, you don't need to worry about this much at all. So this is something that you can put on the back burner. It's not as important to level up compared to other buildings. Then we have the workshop. So the workshop is kind of in the same vein. It's very nice and very useful, but not for beginning players because you're not going to be fully max ascending units right away. And also, you're going to be getting a lot of resources from doing the main story. So realistically, you're probably not going to be crafting a whole lot. So you can put the workshop in a little bit of the back burner as well, because you just don't need it at this pressing moment. Then we have the exploration room, which this is good for secret territory. But honestly, I'm able to clear, like when I first started the game, I was able to clear secret territory without this building at all. So it's not important at all. Honestly, put this on the back burner. It's not doing too much for you. Same with simulation room. Simulation room is kind of a more late game room. It gives you these challenges here, and these challenges can be pretty difficult. So they do have different difficulties. There's like easy, normal, hard, but this can sometimes lie. Sometimes easy can be pretty hard. Sometimes normal can be hard. It's depending on the content you're doing, but this is just not worth it early on at all. You do get some Lumamber and some upgrade materials, but trust me, it's not worth it at all. It's actually pretty hard to get a commander level. You do have to do quite a bit of these to get a level. It's just, you can very, very safely ignore this building. In fact, this is, as of making this video, this was the latest building they've added to the game. So obviously this wasn't kind of important back then, and it's still not technically important now. So you can leave it towards the end here. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Remember to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.